So, this simply means na yung eccentricity plus kalahati ng column, ayan, yung eccentricity, that's the distance from the center of your footing to the center of your column, plus kalahati ng column, dapat hindi siya lalabas dito sa edge ng footing. Yan. It should be always lesser than or equal to L1, small l1 divided by 2. So, ito yung check. Magsisilbi dapat itong check. Ibig sabihin, kapag yung E1 plus C1 all over 2 greater than L1 all over 2, ibig sabihin, yung column natin lumabas na. Okay? Column is outside of footing. So, meron tayong check dyan. Ganon din dito sa case 3. So, yung mapapansin mo, negative dito, naglagay ako ng absolute dito. Kasi, eccentricity plus C1 all over 2, again, it should be lesser than L1 all over 2. Actually, parehas lang sila dun dito sa limiting check sa case 2. No? Yan. Kailangan yung column mo, hindi rin siya dapat lumabas ng footing. Okay, next. Dito sa case 3 naman, habang etong column mo lumalapit dito sa outer edge, etong X lumiliit din. Okay? Ngayon, kapag yung X lumiliit, ibig sabihin nun, lumiliit ang shear force. To the point na yung X mo, mag-approach na siya dito sa 0. So, if X is equal to 0, okay, or if X is a negative value, then no need to check. Okay, ibig sabihin nun, wala ka ng shear force. Ibig sabihin nun, etong shear line mo, yung shear line, lumabas na siya dito sa edge ng footing. Now, ang purpose niyan is, itong tatlong cases na yan, ang purpose nito, para ma-determine natin yung value ng X. Okay, kasi, yung X is kailangan mo para ma-compute mo yung shear force VU, which is the product of QU1, dimension B1, and X. Okay? And then, you compare that with your allowable shear force PVC. Ayan. And then you can compare now. Your PVC should be greater than or equal to your shear force VU. Now, which brings us dito sa column 1 along Y direction. So, dito, either you solve your eccentricity E1 mano-mano, you solve it using your calculator, or using your AutoCAD, or using your imagination, okay lang yan. Or, you can have Excel do it for you. Okay? And then, ganun din sa value ng X. Solvein mo to mano-mano by visual inspection. Your common sense, your imagination, and maybe your AutoCAD. Solvein mo yung value ng X mano-mano, or you can have Excel do it for you. Kagaya nito, yung X is negative value, which is case 3, Ayun, edge. Ayun, nakalagay din doon, case 3. Okay? So, case 3, edge siya, kaya ang X mo, negative value, or this is less than 0. That means, no need to check. Yan. Okay? So, kapag no need to check, you can proceed now to column 2. Kasi dito, kapag ang X mo negative value, ang shear force mo lumabas na dito, ang shear force itong shear perimeter mo lumabas na, ngayon yung shear force mo syempre magiging negative value na. So, dito sa aking spreadsheet, meron akong ginawang mga automatic na i-determine ni Excel kung case 1 case 1 ba siya, case 2, or case 3. After that, kukomputin niya rin automatic yung value ng eccentricities. Tapos kukomputin niya na niya yung value ng x. Automatic na yun, ano? But, in your case, you solve that mano-mano. Okay? So, yan yung challenge. So, punta tayo ngayon dito na sa column 2. Ngayon, yung column 2 is simply an iteration of column 1, pero yung strap mo pabaliktad na. Okay? Opposite direction. But the principle remains the same. So, dito sa column 2, ang kailangan natin ay ito. Yan. Yung L2 all over 2 tsaka yung L3. Dahil kailangan nating malaman kung anong case. Okay? Ayan o, L2 all over 2 tsaka L3. Ayan ano. Dito case 2, L2 all over 2 tsaka L3, case 3, L2 all over 2 tsaka yung L3. And then, i-compare mo yan. Kapag equal, then case 1. Kapag less than, then case 2. Kapag greater than, then case 3. Ganon lang yun. Yun ang purpose nito. So, kapag less than, then maglalagay ka ng case 2. If this is case 2, then kukomputin mo ang value ng eccentricity tsaka yung value ng x. Yan. Tingnan nyo dito. Alam ko na dun sa figure, sa input data ko, is concentric siya. Okay? Pero dito, dapat sana case 1 yan, ano? Pero ang lumalabas dito, 3.235. Bakit kaya? So, let us check natin. Ayan, this is L2 all over 2. Tama? Ito kaya? Ayun. Small L3. Pero dapat capital L3 yan. Ibig sabihin yan, double L dapat yan. Yun. Ayan, see? So, equal na sila ngayon. Okay na. Lalabas na niya yung case 1. Therefore, your eccentricity is equal to 0. Okay, next. So, after determining what case, and then, kukumpitin mo na ngayon yung value ng eccentricity. Itong eccentricity para sa case 1, ito naman ang eccentricity kapag case 2, then this is the eccentricity kapag case 3, which is, ayan. And then, mapansin nyo na ito meron siyang kulay dahil inassign ko to ng E1, ito inassign ko rin to ng E.2. Tapos, after that, you solve for the value of x. Ito naman yung mga values ng x. And then, just like in column 1, meron ka ring limiting checks kung, ito yung mga limiting checks kung lumampas yung column mo sa labas. Likewise, if x is less than or equal to 0, then no need to check for shear. Okay, so you do this, you solve, ulitin ko ano, first, you determine what case. Pag nalaman mo na, computein mo yung value ng eccentricity tsaka yung value ng x. After that, solvein mo na yung shear force VU dahil dito kailangan mo yung x. And then, you compute your allowable shear and then you compare. So, ayan lang. Ito na yung comparison. Kapag allowable shear is greater than your shear force, then it is safe. Okay, so that is check number 2, which is check for beam shear.